Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. Today I have Happy Meal. Now I do know who this parcel is from, not because I have opened it. Well, I've took the sticky tape off it, but I have not looked inside yet. But I knew straight away when I took the sticky tape off this white sticky tape, I knew straight away who it was from. Sandra, you're the only one that puts tape like that on the parcel. And I think I knew by the label on the front, because Sandra usually has a printed label done for the parcel. But anyway, I've took the sticky tape off to make it a bit easier for to open my Happy Meal from Sandra. I'm pretty sure it's from Sandra, but I'll tell you when I open it up and have a look, because I haven't got a clue what's in it. The parcel man only came, this is Saturday and it is now, well, it's 2:30 now, but he brought this about half an hour ago. So the parcel on a Saturday, the post on a Saturday is 2 o'clock where I live. There's a bag inside. Oh, it's a full bag. It hasn't even had the sticky tape taken off. Sandra's taped it down. You know, when I get these parcels like this, if I can use them again, I do. But I send off my orders and that. So thank you, Sandra. Well, I'll tell you, I'm sure it's from Sandra, but thank you, Sandra. That packet will come in handy. I'll be able to take the label off and put my own on. Sweet. You're keeping me going. And oh, lovely fudge. I haven't had any of that since the last lot I got off you, Sandra. I love fudge. I have a packet in my, there's what I've had to buy from Aldi, some buttermints. I bought them because I had no sweets left, you know. Oh, mints as well. The mint assortment. Oh, there's all different kinds in here. White ones, green ones, those look like the Humboldt type. Oh, I'm going to enjoy them. I've never had them type before. I'll have to see what they are like. But I know it's definitely from Sandra from up the streets. There's a card in here. Open it up. Down there. Yes, it's from Sandra. It says May the 5th, 2022. What's the date? The date? Look at my computer. I don't even know what the date is. I can't see from my tablets in front of my computer. The 7th. Oh, it's the 7th today. That got pretty quick anyway. It says, Dear Sheila, saw this wool and thought with it being cotton, you could use it to make your coasters. Hope it will come in handy. We'll look forward to seeing you on YouTube making them. Hope you're okay. Keep them needles and hooks whizzing. Take good care. Lots of love, Sandra and Peter. Yes, I knew it was from you, Sandra. I'll have a look now. Oh, some bunny colours in here. Cedar Snuggly. Cedar Snuggly Replay Double Knitting, 50 grams. It's 150 meters. Well, that's quite a lot for cotton. And it's 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. And it's 4mm needles and 4mm hook. So that's a, it's not orange, I can't describe what that colour is, like cinnamon, I think, maybe cinnamon. There's a nice blue. That's the cinnamon and the blue. Oh, and that's like an Air Force blue, what you call an Air Force blue. That's a pink, like a dusty pink, that one. want a green, a nice green. Oh, that says time out teal. Teal. Oh, it's probably got the colours on these ones as well. I never looked for the colours. Oh, that's rocket red. Oh, that one's Daredevil denim. It's not Air Force blue. That one's sea blue splash. And this one is full of beans. Oh, oh yeah, it is like a beans. like beans. That is like a bean colour, what you get in tomato sauce. And this is bunny hop blue. It's a bit lighter than the other blue. Oh, there's some nice colours there, Sandra. I could mix those colours. Probably three colours. Do some mandalas with those, I think. Yeah, so I'll have to sort out what colours are best together. I'll put them back in the bag because I'm dropping them on the floor. So that's some lovely wool from my lovely friend Sandra. And Sandra, it must cost you a fortune for all this stuff that you keep sending to us. But I really appreciate everything you send to me. It does eventually get used. It takes me a while to have that much to get through, because this, what I was knitting, this is the wool, some wool that Sandra sent me, and I've had it quite a while, but it took me quite a while to get round to it with the with doing orders and that. But that's lovely, Sandra, so thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy using those colours. They're nice colours to mix in doing the mandalas. And I'm going to show you what I've been doing at the moment. And you all know that I've done this. You call it Jubilee coasters. That's what they are for the Royal Jubilee, Queen's Jubilee. That was one I did for myself. Now that's my own. I'm keeping. I took it to the pub on Thursday for my bingo. But I've been practicing, trying different ways. I thought I'd like to do one with the more like stripes all the way around. But this one is quite large compared to this one. You can see the different size. I did this one on a 4mm, 4.5mm hook, which that's what I did this one in. But this one I wanted all the colours. I wanted the red, white and blue, and then the red, white and blue again, which is more rounds on it than what there was on this one. So instead with this one here, instead of doing this little bit in the middle here, I went straight to this bit here and started with that bit. But instead of doing the 8, there's 8 little petals in the centre. I just started off with 6, and then I doubled them here. You know, that's how you make the round get wider. And then the next one is 1 double and a single one, a double one and a single one. And then the next round is where's the double ones? There's a double one and 2 single ones, a double one and 2 single ones. And then I did another round as well. It's slightly different to the to these. It's more or less the same principle as this one. I've used the same stitches except for the end part. And so I did another double and 1, 2, 3 single ones. And that's how, you know, you make the round. You keep adding more single ones between the double ones to make the round. And then I got the blue. So there's 1 extra round on that one, which I think made it a little bit too big. So I tried it again. I'll find the one. I tried it again, and I used a 3.5mm needle this time. But it's the same, it's only got the 6. I started off with the 6 rounds here, and I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this one kept coming up like this, you know, at first. So I had to keep adding more. When I did the white row, that's the double row, and it was curled up then. So the next row I did double again all the way around, but it was still curled up a little bit. And the next round I did as normal, like two, a double one and a single one, a double one and a single one. And then I did a different little edge bit in here instead of the petals. And then the edge bit on there. But it was still, it's not right. It's still sort of, it started going wavy after I did the last one. So I thought it must be the thinner hook. It's no good. So I tried it again. Did it on a 4mm hook this time. And this one was going the same way. It was coming up, you know, like, it's hard to describe it, but I had to keep altering things to make it. It's actually, after it was coming up, I added extra stitches and then it started going wavy. And then I've suddenly realised what's wrong. I've only got 6, I've started off with 6 here, petals in the middle. But all the other ones that I do, like these ones, have got 8 petals, and that's where it's gone wrong. There's not enough petals in, and it's not making it, spreading it out enough for it to go flat. So I'm actually going to pull these ones out and use up the, you know, the colours to make them again. I'm going to start them with 8, and I will let you see when I do that how it comes out, because they should come out the same as my other ones. They should come out flat. They're just not right, but I'm going to do them on 4mm. These ones and all the other coasters I've done have been on 4.5mm. But I know if I do them on a smaller one, it'll make them slightly thicker as well. And there'll not be as many gaps in between the set of petals. So that's what I'm going to do with those ones. I'm going to get sorted. And a little bit of information. I was at my bingo on Thursday, and me and my friend were on the last game, and we were feeling really, you know, because we hadn't won anything, we're feeling a bit down, and we come to the last game, and the last game is the best one. You can win the most money. And anyway, me and my friend, we both called on the line. We both got the line, so we would have shared it anyway, but it was only £6. But with both of us getting it, we got the full £6 to share between us. And then I shouted for the full house. And the full house was £160. But somebody else shouted as well, so I only got half. I got £80. So me and my friend got £40 each. So we actually won £43 last night. Not last night. This is Saturday. I'm forgetting what day I'm on anyway. Thursday night. So that was a little bit of luck, and as I had won a premium bond as well, that was sort of my luck starting to come back again. Hopefully we'll win more next time. But before I went to my bingo, I'm going to tell you just a little bit of a story, something funny. You'll probably laugh. I was already sorted to go out. It was about 2 minutes. I was on my way out to my car, and as most of you probably know, I do wear dentures. I have dentures. They're not my own teeth. Well, I thought before I went out, I was running my tongue around, and I could feel, you know, a little bit scummy. Like, I thought, I'm just going to rub my teeth under the tap. I'll just run the tap and run the brush over them in case there's any little bits of food or anything left on, which you do get with dentures. And so anyway, I ran the tap and I got the brush out and I was brushing them, and I cleaned the bottom one first, and I dropped the top one. When I was doing the top one, I dropped it into the sink. Well, there's a dish in my sink, but it also had a cup in, because I'd had a cup of tea earlier and I hadn't washed the cup and I'd left it in the sink. And my top teeth dropped on that cup, and a little bit of the denture broke off. Well, with these dentures on the top, they come about up to here, and they have like 2 little hooks that hook onto your gums that keep them in place. And one of those little hooks had broken off when it dropped in the thing. I'm, oh, God, what am I going to do? I can't go to bingo with no top teeth in. I know, I was looking, I thought I've got super glue, but I haven't got time to do it. I'm on my way out now, you know, it's nearly 6:30. I can't, you know, muck about with this. It takes really, you have to leave it for a few hours for the super glue thing. But I tried them back in my mouth again and they did fit, so there was just enough of the hook left for to hold onto my teeth. But when I was running I tend to run my tongue over the top like that, and I could feel the sharp edge where the thing had broken off, so I'd have to remember not to keep running my tongue over the top of my head. You seem to do it when you've got dentures, I don't know why. But anyway, when I came home that night, they were okay, they stayed in place. I didn't have any trouble with them, but I was nearly in tears when it first happened. But when I came home, I've got some Gorilla super glue. So I cleaned all the dentures and let them dry. I come in, do a little bit of knitting while they were drying, and then I went back in later on and had an awful job just getting that little bit, because it was a tiny little bit, a tiny little like hook, just a tiny little hook that went across there to fit onto the rest of the denture. But I managed it eventually, and I left it all night and the next morning, and you know that Gorilla super glue is the best super glue you could ever buy. I have tried to pull that to make sure it was really secure. I was moving about backwards and forwards trying to get it to come off, and it's solid, it won't come off, so I don't even have to go back to the dentist to get it anymore unless anything else happens with them, like. So that was a bit of luck. I had some of that Gorilla glue in the house. So I'd advise anybody, if you want any super glue, get the Gorilla super glue. It's marvellous. I have stuck other things with it before and that. But anyway, I'm getting back to my knitting. I've been doing a little bit of this morning, but that's as much as I'm doing, because I'm going back to Sandra's. I've got Sandra on the brain now. I'm going back to Janet. I've got a little bit more of that done. I'm nearly up to the armholes on that side. So it shouldn't be much longer for that. I get no interruptions. I can get a lot of knitting done. And that is knitting up nice. I have the back. That's the back. And that's the sleeve. I'm nearly up to the armhole on the sleeve, and this will be a tutorial on my other channel, but I'm doing a little bit at a time. I've done a little video for the how I've done the back, but I'm knitting the sleeve first to get all the shaping right, the shaping up the sleeve, and then the shaping, make sure I have the right number of rows, so I'll know whether I have to do any, you know, when you start the shaping, you might do it on every 4th row for a couple of times until you get the right number. I have to work that out first. So I do one sleeve, and then once I've done that and got it sorted, I do I'll video the second sleeve as I'm doing it for the tutorial. And I do the same with the fronts. When I do fronts as well, I do one of the fronts to make sure I get the shaping and everything right on that. And then I do the video on the second front, which, you know, when you do the next one, you just tell somebody to reverse the shaping on the thing. So that's what I do when I do the tutorials. And then I would have to do, I'm picking up stitches all the way around for the neck. It's going to be a V-neck. I do already have a 24-inch on my other channel, Sheila's Just Knitting. The same pattern, and that I think I did it for my my youngest great grandson Eddie. But it's a buttoned up one, that one. This is going to be a V-neck, and it is one of the first, I think it was the first tutorial I'd done for a cardigan, so probably a lot of people won't have seen it, they'll have skipped through it. So I'm doing this one, the same one, 24-inch again. But anyway, I'll get on with that and put that away, because I have to get on with Janet's now. I have a little bit information I'm going to tell you. You see this cardigan I'm wearing? I never realised how long it is since I knit this cardigan. But I was looking through some of my old photographs the other day, and I found a photograph of me wearing this cardigan. I'm going to show you this. I have the photograph, it's on my phone at the moment. But you can just make out the cardigan. I know it's this cardigan. And those two little girl and boy are two of my grandchildren. not my great-grandchildren, my grandchildren. And the little girl is now about 28 and the little boy is about 26. So that'll tell you how old this cardigan is. I never even realised. I think my husband took this photograph unawares. Actually, I was babysitting Jenna and Declan, they call them. I was babysitting them. And you can see Declan had fallen asleep and Jenna was on her way, and I think I was dozing off as well. My husband come in, they must have had a film in the camera at the time, and he took that photo of me lying on the settee, most not what you call the best photograph you could take of me. But anyway, you can see that cardigan. So this cardigan is over 25 years old, and I did not even realise that until I was looking at these photos. And you know something? It's one of the best cardigans I've ever had, and it's lasted so long. It's one of Aldi's wool. They used to sell big balls, 200-gram balls. It was actually baby knitting wool, and they used to sell 200-gram balls, and I think there's two 200-gram balls in this cardigan, and it was the best wool you could ever buy. So you can see, looking at the sleeves, there's no pilling whatsoever on it. Considering it's 25 years old, there's no wear. It was such a good wool, and they just do not sell wool like this anymore. And that really annoys me when I think about this. And it's a nice, easy pattern. It's don't know if you can see how close it is. It's the Irish moss stitch, you know, the double moss stitch. And I don't know how much longer it's going to last me, but I'm seeing my other sweaters and cardigans that I've knit with the wool that I get from Aldi's now. Some of them are not even 2 years old, and you can see that the sleeves around the elbows are all shiny, and they're wearing thin actually. And they're only a couple of years old, and I think how old this one is, and I wear it all the time. I have it on at least once a week. It's nearly always in the wash. It's one of my favourite cardigans. I just wish I could buy wool that lasted like this. That Aldi's, I don't know whatever happened to the supply where they were getting their wool from, but I wish I could still get this. I know I had quite a few balls because I bought a lot of it for my grandkids when they're little, to knit things for them, and this must have been where I had left, because I know I had some of this. I had some blue and like a mint green, and I have knit things, you know, a lot of things, but this has been my favourite, and I just could not believe when I looked at that photograph that it was about 25 years old. So that just tells you how good my knitting is. I'm not bragging, but it does last. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll meet with you another time. So bye for now.